This is a beautiful land located on the far outskirts of a make-believe place called Canada. Today we brave the harsh cold in the middle of suburban nowhere called London, Ontario, where the population is few and the wildlife is as dense as helium gas. Today we look at the odd animal we find and hope it's enough to talk about for the duration of this documentary. Now look what we have here. It's the burb. It looks like a red-crested something or other, but I wouldn't know. I'm not an orthodontist. The burb uses a ridiculous hard prawn thing made of keratin to feed. This prawn consists of two parts, the upper mandible and the lower mandible. The upper mandible grows from the burb's skull and cannot move independently, kind of like your toes. Like, have you ever tried to move each toe in a separate way at the same time? It is odd, but for some reason they won't, especially the pinky toe. What a useless little shit. It makes playing piano with your toes very difficult. I should know. The lower mandible is hinged on their face and moves just like a dummy. Well, not the kind you know, but the ones that look creepy and sit on your lap in front of a lot of people. Generally, you have your hand up their butt and force them to talk. They use this to crack open seeds to send down its gullet to keep the majestic burb alive. It can use its beak for many more activities, such as drinking, capturing prey, preening, and building nests. Think about building a house with your mouth. That is how the burb do.
Here on the harsh plains of a Canadian backyard is a squirrel. This is the first time our crew has captured one of these elusive creatures on tape. Personally, I don't know much about these creatures, except they are extremely fuzzy and bushy-tailed. Based on records from squirrels in Laos, this one appears to be quite small. Squirrels in Laos commonly reach sizes upwards of 1 meter in length, so either this one is very young or extremely malnourished. And I don't blame it. It is bloody cold out. Where can it even find food around here anyway? It says here squirrels eat mostly berries and acorns. Yeah, I don't see any of those around here. This guy's gonna starve. And they also eat bird eggs and rodents? Oh my goodness, these animals are much more dangerous than I thought. If one of these ever grew to 1 meter, it could most definitely eat your young children. So please, be careful if you observe any of these squirrel activities in your neighborhood. We seem to have many reports of squirrels raiding people's gardens. Man, it must be really hard to find food out here in the wild. Poor guys. No wonder this one's quite small. Wait, they raid gardens for tomatoes, but they only eat the seeds? Well, that seems like quite the waste. You'd think if you didn't have a big food supply, you might be a little less picky. These guys are weird.